Prime Minister Narendra Modi welcomed the tariff cut, calling it a boost for made-in-India products and thanked President Trump for the decision.
I can assure the people of India, I can assure 140 crore brothers and sisters that this is a deal that will make every Indian proud, that will protect the interest of every Indian and provide huge opportunities for all the people of India and will protect the sensitive sectors, the interests of our agriculture and our dairy sectors in full respect, opening up huge opportunities for our labor-intensive sectors, export sectors in textiles, plastics, apparel, home decor, leather and footwear, gems and jewelry, organic chemicals, rubber goods, machineries, so many products, aircraft components. This is truly a deal that every Indian can be proud of.
But here's where the story shifts. While Trump laid out multiple conditions from Russian oil to Buy American commitments, PM Modi's and Piyush Goyal's statement made no mention of any such terms. There was no reference to oil purchases, no confirmation of investment figures, and no clarity on tariff barriers. It is still not known whether this is a treaty, an MOU, or just a political understanding. Without parliamentary ratification or treaty status, many parts of the deal may remain optional rather than enforceable.
I would say that both sides have arrived at an understanding last night following very constructive discussions at leadership level. The detailed contours of the agreement will be shared as we go along. Perhaps after completion of the technical process, it would be appropriate to wait till we get further details to ascertain the full impact of this positive development.
There's no clarity. Everything is being announced from, by the President of the United States, and we don't know actually what is there in it, and we'd like to know if the farmers of this country have been protected, what is this deal about? And the parliament is in session. There's no statement to the House by the government. I mean, this is very, very, confusing, and this has no precedence the way the parliament is being treated.
The US claims India will reduce non-tariff barriers like regulatory approvals, quality standards, and licensing rules. But no official list exists of which rules will change, which ministries are involved, and how Indian regulatory sovereignty will be protected.
Certainly it will depend on how both governments approach this agreement. We have seen India move its energy purchases, for example, away from Iran a few years ago, and has greatly reduced its Russian purchases over this past several months. And I think that as new energy becomes available to India, I can see that it can diversify away from Russia if the case needs to be. Whether or not this is a sustainable agreement will really depend on the determination in both governments to really try to make this work. This is a phase one agreement. That means there's still a lot of hard work to be done to get to a point where you have a more comprehensive trade agreement, which is what was announced, for example, between the EU and India last week. And I think that the US-India agreement is a step in the right direction. It's a very big and important step, but it is not yet the full FTA.
On the surface, the India-US trade deal looks like a diplomatic breakthrough. Tariffs are lower, political relations are warmer, and strategic cooperation appears stronger. But beneath the headlines lies a familiar problem: opacity. In global trade, the real power lies not in announcements but in clauses. And until those clauses are public, this deal remains less an economic contract and more a political headline.